So yesterday we have done, in which we have checked whether a given number is a perfect cube or not, and we have also understood how to find perfect cube, right? This chapter has more questions on applications. We will see those applications. Before that, some typical type of questions that you get. So let's do those, okay? So yes, okay. So the question is, sorry, I told in the class that we'll be continuing this. Didn't I said right? Yes. So the question is, now since you know whether a number is perfect cube or not, so you will be tested on that, okay? So after that we'll do RS Agarwal, don't worry. So the question is 392 a perfect cube? Now this is what I would expect you to do today. Write on the question, as this system is hanging a bit, okay? Is 392 a perfect cube? If not, find the smallest natural number with which it should be multiplied so that it becomes a perfect cube. We discussed these cases yesterday. Simple. You write it in your own language. Is 392 a perfect cube? If not, with what should you multiply so that it becomes a perfect cube, right? Let me check if the this, and it says if not, find the smallest number. Smallest. Find the smallest natural number. You remember the flow chart we drew yesterday, the mind map? A number can be a perfect cube, cannot be a perfect cube. If it is not a perfect cube, then either you can make it by multiplying or with dividing, right? Yeah, with which it should be multiplied. Okay, to make it a perfect cube. So we should know the procedure how we do this problem. So how do we do? Our first step would be to perform the prime factorization of 392. So let's perform. It's an even number, so we start with 2. How much does it? 2. 19 2s are 38. 2 6 12. 2 9 18, and then 2 8 16. Then we do it with 2. 2 4 8, 2 9 18. Then 7 7 times 49, and 7 1 times 49. And we write here that 392 can be written as a triplet of 2 multiplied by a pair of 7. That means if I would have had one more 7, then this number would have become a perfect cube. So 7 is the number whose triplet is missing, and the triplet is missing by one member. Triplet is missing, and triplet is missing by one member. So what do we write? We write, so from here we write the smallest number is 7, such that 390, how much was the number? 92 into 7. How much is it? 7 2 times is 14. 1 carryover, 7 9 63 and 1 64. 6 7 3 21 plus 6 27 is a perfect cube. And you can also write the cube root of 2744. How much it should be?
14.
You will take 1 and 1, so it will be 14. How did you get 14? For a triplet of 2, you take 2. For a triplet of 7, you take 7. Anyone who has not understood the workout, please feel free to ask how I got 14 as the cube root. Samajh mein aaya? So the smallest number with which you multiply it to make it a perfect cube is what? 7. 7 क्यों आया वो समझ में आया? Did you understand why 7 came? So 7 से इसको multiply करो. This number's broken part is this. So if you multiply this with 7, you get what? 2744. And 2744's perfect cube. What is the cube root? 2744 would look like this, na? How will 2744 look like? 2744 would look like 2 into 2 into 2 multiplied by 7 into 7 into 7. And what is 2744? It is nothing but 392, the given number multiplied by 7. So for each triplet, we take one member. Have you understood now? Okay. Shall we take another question of this type? Okay, so I'm going ahead. This time I'm not going to write the big question. Then the question is, you know, to check this number 53240, 53240. So you're going to check it whether this is a perfect cube or not. And if not, what is the smallest number with which you will divide it? Smallest natural number with which you will divide. Now, I will be on shadow support in this problem. I will not do, you will be on primary, you'll do it, and I'll have a check with which 53240 must be divided. Must be divided to make it a perfect cube. Right? I'm on shadow now. You do. And I'll be waiting. So first check. How do you check? The first step will always be prime factorization. Abhigya, sit straight. Yeah, sit straight. Prime factorization. So do the prime factorization and first check. Yes, step number 1 will be prime factorization. Step number 2 should be to check. And step 3 should be identify smallest number. Once you identify the smallest number, you're done. You're done. Yes, you're done. हाँ ले ले उसी को बोलो ले आने के लिए ना, क्यों चढ़ के फिर जा रहे हो. हाँ क्या टूट गया? हाँ मुश्किल है, लंबा होगा थोड़ा सा. Let's check. All of us do together. 53240. Let's do it. Right. 2 13 2s are 26, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 20, 2 6s are 12, 2 6s are 12, 2 5s are 10, and then 5 plus 5 10, and 6 plus 6 is 12. 10 plus 12 is how much? 22. So it will not go by 3, it will go by 5 only. 5 1 5, 5 3 15, 1 15, 5 1 5. Now is the issue. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 1 7. Check, check. Check with 7 now. 7 से नहीं जा रहा है, 11 से चेक कीजिए. 11 1 11 2 3 11 2 22 1 1 जाएगा ना बिल्कुल. What, you guys are lazy fellows. 11 1 11 2 23 11 2 22 1 1 11 1 is 11 11 11 2 21 11 1 is 11. So we have a triplet. We have a triplet, and this fellow is standing alone. I have only solved it at the end of the day. What happened, Advait? You look tired.
No, I'm ready.
Did you get it now? 5 is standing alone. So with what will you divide, Apur? 5. Have you understood the trick or not to do this problem? So because this number can be now expressed as one triplet, one more triplet. And if they would have asked you with what will you multiply? 25. Because you are short with 2 more 5s. Ryan understood. Division means 1 5. Multiply means the 25 comes from 2 additional 5s, right? Getting it clear now? Our next question, I'm putting it with yellow color so that whoever is done with this can check the next question. That's 1188, same question, and I'm looking for the smallest number to be divided. The smallest number to be 1188, sorry, huh? It's 1188, and the smallest number to be divided. What are you doing on the right side, Shreyas? What rough do we need in this problem? We don't need a rough. We are doing prime factorization. Why do you need a rough? At grade 8 level, unless you're not good with tables, you should be able to pick it up in one go. How did I pick it up? So that's 1188. 1188. So straight away you start doing, this is an even number. We'll start with 2. 2, 5 times is 10. 9, 18, 2, 4, 8. Again even number. So 2. 2 to 4, 2, 9, 18, 2, 7, 14. Here is where you'll end up in trouble. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 9, 18. So it goes with 3. So 3, 9 times is 27. And then 2, 7, 3, 9 times is 27. Then this further goes with 3, 33. Then 3, 11. And then 11, 1. So we have one triplet. We have, this is unpaired and this is unpaired. So you have to divide it with 44. Very good. We have to divide it with 44. Because you have to eliminate the 2 2s. Did you understand, Apurv, why it is 44 this time? Because you don't have a pair for this. You don't have a pair, sorry, a triplet for this and a triplet for this. If somebody would have said, with what will you multiply? Shreyas bolta, nobody else. Shreyas bol. Kisse multiply karne se ye perfect cube hoga? With what should you multiply to make it a perfect cube? Why so much of spoon feeding? It's the same question that I wrote. What is the difficulty in understanding the same number? You check it a perfect cube or not, or find it. You are now in higher classes. You can't be like, ma'am, what's the question? We're doing the same type of problem. We are not seeing some rhinos out here. Ashes bol. Isko kya se multiply karne se perfect cube hoga? कल जो प्रॉब्लम्स कराया था वो घर पे किया? Did you do? Perfect cube check करने के लिए नहीं किया. Did you do the test problems? Sure. All. Science ones also. Why didn't you do this? That means you have not understood. You're going ahead. You're not asking me, still you're going ahead. With what should I multiply it to make it a perfect cube? मतलब आप समझे नहीं हुआ. What you are doing is just copying something on the book. If I draw Mickey Donald, you'll copy Mickey Donald also. रैन बोल किससे मल्टीप्लाई करोगे? 121 into 2, that is 242. अभी समझ में आया? बताओ तो क्यों? Why 121 into 2? हाँ. Why 11 into 11? Why 11 into 11? If you are unable to answer, then also you have not understood. Have you understood or not? Tell me. Otherwise, we can't proceed. Shreyas, I will not like to take things which are not serious. It's not about attending class and not understanding. Have you understood? Why did this fellow say 2 11s? Have you understood that or not? Then did you understand yesterday's class? You have not understood anything. You are not paying attention. Shreyas, this way I will not be able to keep you. You are not paying attention in class. You understood, Anay? Why? You say. Why will we take 2 11s?
Sir, because you need to, because there's only one 11.
Yeah, so we need to make it a triplet. I mean, इतना सा चीज समझने में क्या मुश्किल है बेटा? कल से triplet, and you don't need any rocket science. I have marked the triplet out here. I have marked a triplet out here. This fellow is missing triplet by 1, 2. This fellow is missing triplet by 2 11s. What is so big deal? The simple big deal is that you going home, you are not studying. Everyone may not be same at the same subject. Somebody picks up a subject easily, somebody doesn't pick up a subject easily. It's like making, say, dosa. He might be an expert, I'm not. If I'm not an expert, there are two ways. Either I give up dosa making. Can you give up mathematics before grade 10? Tell me. No. You have to live with it, whether you like it or you don't like it. Then how do I learn dosa making? If he makes 5 dosas, I have to make 25. Simple. Then only my hands will come. This time I'll not take that, what do you call this, joke from your side. I mean, very particular. You're not studying at home. And next class you are unable to answer, I will have to turn you out. Because I'm giving you sufficient warning, you are not improving. If you are not good in maths, I have no issue. You have come here to become good in maths. Everyone comes here to learn. I also learn. But if you don't show the learning instinct, and if you are just, spending your time at house, then you are just wasting your parents' money. They are not paying me fee. You know what they are paying me? Club membership fee. You are coming here to enjoy with friends. This is not a club. You're coming here to learn. And I don't see you putting that effort. After explaining the whole class, then what was my job to upload that video? Why should I upload? Tell me, you go to school, do you get a video of your class recording? No. Do you get the class notes and PDF in your school? Many schools have smart boards. Do they give you smart PDFs? No. That means you're wasting my time and equally wasting parents' money. So you decide. I'm putting this month as a check month for you. And this was my condition. If I see that you are not improving, then it's not that I'm angry on you. It is that you need somebody who can teach you every day. You're not fit for batch learning. And if you're not fit, then I am not teaching you free of cost, my child. Your parent is paying something to me, and it's not acceptable to me. My conscience doesn't permit that way. Your conscience is permitting that you are wasting parents' money. My conscience doesn't permit. And let all of us learn that. Yes or no? We do fun. What is our prime responsibility? To learn. If I'm climbing 3 feet, why are you not coming from the other side? Your test performance was not good. I told you so many times that you improve upon your test performance. You have not done. I asked you to just revise this and come. That means yesterday in the class, you didn't understand anything. And today also you are not understanding. After marking a triplet, all of them are answering. He came new yesterday. It's not about getting it right. You may get it wrong. I have no issues. But are you doing the effort to understand? You're not doing that. And that pains me. See, one thing, what you score, I have no control. And I will not feel bad. But from my batch, I cannot afford anybody scores less. I'm very selfish on that. I don't take bad name to myself. You don't want to score, you can freely leave. But if my batch passes out, their school build a open mind. Their school last year was the first batch who passed out grade 10. Out of their topper list, 2 of them are from this room itself. So I can't take that bad name. If you are fine, then you need to dissociate yourself with, because otherwise we will say, the student, he didn't do good. No. Doing good or bad is something different. Whether you're putting an effort or not, if you're not putting effort, it's not okay with me. You actually are damaging my mood. Okay. Now again, check whether this is a perfect cube. If not, find the smallest number with which it should be multiplied. Smallest number with which it should be multiplied. Even this fellow Ekash did not attend exponents test properly. He told me, but what is being taught, he's answering. Cube roots, square roots. You're taking it too easy, my boy. That will not work. You need to decide. Smallest number to be multiplied. Got it right this time? So first perform a prime factorization and see who are the unpaired souls, poor little fellows who don't have triplets. And then and don't use rough. Do it in one shot. Not plus. Why is it plus? 242. Yeah, go to the next one. Be fast, Charvik. You are slow. You can't be. You can't afford to be slow. You'll not be able to finish papers. Be swift. 2.
So,
Very good.
5.
Who is missing a triplet? 5 is missing a triplet. And missing by how many count? 1 count. So you need to multiply this by 5. Cheers, बोल दो इसको. Find the smallest number with which it should be divided to get a perfect cube. Question उल्टा कर दिया तुम्हारे लिए. Smallest number with which it should be divided to get a perfect cube. क्यों?
6, 5, and 6.
5 is missing 1 count, then why am I not dividing by 5? 5 is missing 1 count. Why am I not dividing by 5? When I say that when you don't understand, ask me then and there, you're not doing. Have you understood? I know no more need to give you any proof where you are standing. You need to pull up your socks. You're getting down.
Yes, 143.
Yeah, so multiply this by 5, you'll get a perfect cube. So have you understood now this thing, that how to get a perfect cube and how could you solve this? How to get a perfect cube and how not to get a perfect cube? So 5 is the smallest number with which this should be multiplied in order that you get it as a perfect cube. Fine, children? Understood? Okay. Apart from this, there is a question that also comes in this chapter for which you need to know a geometric figure, which we will do when we do mensuration and analyzing small shapes. But try to absorb it now, because otherwise you will not be able to do. Okay, so let's say, you know this figure called cuboid. You have seen a Rubik's cube? The Rubik's cube is a cuboid. A cuboid is a 3-dimensional figure where every face is a square. Every face is a square, right? So
why?
cube. What did I say? I said something wrong. Possible. Okay, cuboid. Sorry. So cube. That is because the mood goes for a toss. Now that's what I say. That when now I will pass on the blame because inside my head it is running that somebody is lagging in this class, and that will actually start creating my problem. So the easiest way to draw a cube. You saw what I did? I took a square and I drew another. You can actually replicate the same square. And now what we do is that we just join the edges. Okay. So when we go to our chapters of volume and area, at that time we will be talking about it. Right now I have no other alternative, but you just need to gulp. So what do you have to gulp? You have to gulp something which is known as a volume of cuboid. Volume means how much of space is there inside a cube, or a cuboid is same thing. So let's say we are
LPH.
okay. Yeah, LBH comes when you are doing actually a. So this is the length, this is the the height, and this is known as the width. This is the width, right? If this was not a cube, and it was something like a shoebox, then the length would have been different, the width would have been different, and the height would have been different. So ideally what we do is that we will take a cuboid first and try to explain you from that perspective. Okay, so let's take a cuboid first, the shoebox, as we were saying. So in the shoebox, if you observe this, this, and this, so this is my length, and this would be my height, and this is my width. Is this clear? Okay, and let us name it. So say the length is L, the height is H, and the width is width, or somebody calls this as breadth, is B. So the volume of a cuboid, is said to be length times the breadth multiplied by height. Have you understood? This is for a shoebox. Now, is this a cuboid? Yes, it's a special cuboid where the length, the breadth, and the height are all same. Yes or no? That's why. So this is a cube. A cube is a special cuboid. Can I call it as a special cuboid? Yes. And in this special cuboid, my length equals to the breadth equals to the height. And so I give it a new name called side. So yeah, S cube. That's why it is put in this chapter. Cube. And why did they not put this in this chapter? Because it is not the cube of one number. This volume will be the cube of one number. That's why this has been introduced here. Very good. So this is S and this is also S. So what is the volume? You go by the same formula, LBH. Instead of L, we write S. S into S into S. Is it not S cube? And does it not qualify for this chapter? Cube and cube roots? Yes, it does. But this one will not qualify because here we are multiplying three different numbers. Here we're multiplying the same number. Have all of you understood? So you'll get some problems in which they will involve cube type questions. Questions will say a toy has been in the shape of cube, or there is a soap which is manufactured as a cube. How many of such soaps should be given so that you form a large cube? So let's do some problems of that type. Ready? Okay. So note this down. Volume of a cuboid is LBH, and just draw these two figures and try to understand and draw. Don't just copy from the board. Volume of a cuboid is LBH. Okay. Can you see some more beautiful things out here? You don't need a scale. Learn freehand. I've shown you the technique. Tomorrow, if you want to go for design and other examinations, how will you go? Your freehand sketch has to improve. Look at some beautiful things out here. If you look at the two-dimensional figure of a cuboid, it is a rectangle. If you look at the two-dimensional figure of a cube, it is a square.
So in square, it's S into S.
Yeah, S into S, but you have one more dimension here. So S into S into S. Yes, Advait, bolo.
So you said that we can call a cube a special cuboid.
A cube is a special cuboid, yeah.
So if it's like that, can't we call a square a special rectangle?
A square is a special rectangle in which the length is equal to the width, which is equal to the side. It is. A rectangle is again a special parallelogram. You'll go and hear this, in which the angle between adjacent side is 90 degrees. A rectangle is also a parallel. All rectangles are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not rectangle. All squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not square. All cubes are cuboids, but all cuboids are not cubes. You're learning quadrilaterals now, so there you'll be learning a lot of these facets. Is this understood now? So I'm just summarizing it. I hope you can draw these two figures. I'll wait for you. Don't worry. Of discussion for this part, the summary was that in this chapter we will be encountering something called a geometric figure called a cube, and the volume of a cube is how much? Volume of a cube is the cube of its side. Have you understood? Okay, based on this, let's take a question. So the NCERT has a question. It says Parikshit. So we have some boy whose name is Parikshit, and what is he doing? Let's see. Parikshit is trying to make cuboid. Is trying to make a cuboid. Be very careful. Parikshit is trying to make a cuboid. Okay, a cuboid of, like, you know, plasticine. You also have not heard plasticine. Plasticine we used to use in our childhood days. Now what do you use as Play-Doh? You know Play-Doh? So similarly like Play-Doh, when we were kiddos in nursery school, we used to be given one old slate and plasticine. So plasticine is like a moldable material, okay? So he's using plastic, he makes a cuboid of plasticine, and the dimensions of that are 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 5 centimeter. So he has made a cuboid of clay. Okay, that will be easy for you. And the dimensions are 5 centimeters into 2 centimeters into 5 centimeters. Such type of questions we will always draw. Let us first write it down. Okay, how many such cuboids? How many such cuboids? So the boy has made a cuboid. Have you understood? So let's make one cuboid as the boy has made. Draw freehand sketch, fatafat, quick. You know how to make a cuboid. Make a rectangle and just offset another rectangle. Once you have done this, what you do is, yes, keep saying, sir, sir.
6 into 6 into 6 is also a cube.
Yes, my head into my head into my head is also a cube.
You can directly write the answer of 1 centimeter into 4 centimeter into 1 centimeter.
This is not a cube. How is it a
You
cube?
can make it a cube.
No, we cannot make it a cube like that. This dimension is that. My table is not a cube. How can you make it a cube? Zabardasti. He has a cuboid of clay. He has a cuboid. What is the dimension of this cuboid? 5 centimeters. Okay, let's take this also as 5 centimeters and let's take this as 2 centimeters. This is one, understand the question. This is one cuboid which he has. Now this boy wants to use similar replicas and he wants to make a cube out of it. So samjho cheez ko. So it's like, have you seen a soap bar? Have you seen a soap box, a Lux soap or a little soap? What is the shape? Cuboid. But you are seeing it cuboid because at your home you are buying one soap cake. But when it is coming to the retailer, so many soap cakes will be loaded in one cube shaped carton box and they all will be tight fit loaded. Otherwise they'll break in transit. So what are they making? They are designing the, why do you think they went for that particular size? Have you seen in today's world, whether you're buying Lux or Liril or Mysore sandal soap or anything, the sizes are almost same. Why are they going for that size? Because they have to pack it in a box and the box is being purchased from another person who is manufacturing it. He is manufacturing it in a standard size, which is a cube. If you see the boxes, they are cube. So his size of soap has, every company has to manufacture in such a manner that the way we stack it up, it should completely form what? A cube. Small rectangular Lego pieces or cuboidal Lego pieces, but when they are arranged, they form a cube. Now the question is same. This fellow wants to know that how many such cuboids should I use so that I finally get what? A cube. How will you answer this question? First think. Don't try to write steps. First think. How will you make it a? How will you make it a cube? Means the trick is whatever will be the dimension of that final figure, that has to be a perfect cube. Then only it will become a cube. Acha, let's understand something. There is a particular volume of this. What is the volume? 50. 50 centimeter cube is the volume of one, right? Are you allowed to use half or break it? No, you can't break it. You get it? 50 multiplied by many such x50s, I should land up in a You're not thinking. See, if you think, you'll get to know answer. So, is 50 a perfect cube? Definitely not.
Oh!
Now think.
Thank you so much, sir.
But think. First, you solve it on rough basis. Get yourself satisfied. Get yourself satisfied. Then explain it to me. Then we can do it step by step. Problem. we are almost on the verge of completion of this chapter. There's only one more thing there, and then we will be trying to go for what you call. No, there's one more exercise. Then we'll do RS Agarwal. Try to solve this. Try to solve this.
When
Try to solve this.
sir, the answer to the before question is 20.
Yes.
Yes.
वो सब कुछ सोचने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे प्रॉब्लम करोगे तो क्या हो रहा है, इंटेलिजेंस कुछ भी बिल्ड नहीं हो रहा है. वी आर जस्ट डूइंग, यू आर डूइंग कुकी कटिंग मशीन्स. यू गेट अ कटर. My daughter can't make puris. So how does she make a puri? She makes a big cake like this, something like the map of Australia, then uses a katora. Tuck, 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 tuck. You all are doing that only. ये नहीं यूज हो रहा है. ऐसे अगर 35 में 35 you score also, then also the question is, did we learn something like Three Idiot? Once you take the whip, the lion sits on the table. It's not well educated, well trained. Education should come. Yes, you video game master, how did you get 20? Explain.
Sir, so basically the question is twisted manner of asking what is the least number that should be multiplied with 50 so that we get a perfect square.
That's it. Perfect cube. Perfect. Excellent. He deserves a medal from my side. The question is just asking you that with what should you multiply 50 with so that you get a perfect cube. So you do the prime factorization of 50. Let's see. Let's do the prime factorization of 50. So what do you get? 5, 5, 10, then 5, 2, then 2, 1, 2. If you want to make it a perfect square, then a 5 is missing and a pair of 2 are missing, right? Sorry, to make it a perfect cube. So 20 is the number that is missing. So if you multiply 50 with 20, what do you land up with? 1000, which is definitely a perfect cube. 10. 20 will be contributed by what? 20 blocks. Each block is 50. He needs 20 more blocks to generate a simple. They're not thinking. Good. I'm not happy on him solving. I'm very happy on one thing that he said. Even not cracking the question, he said one word. It's just a twisted way of asking with what smallest number should you multiply 50 with to make it a perfect square, he said. Then he said, sorry, perfect cube. And that has won my heart. That's called mathematics. In that, if a child scores, gets a problem wrong also, it can be you. Everyone has that intellect. It's not that he is only blessed with. He did something which you all didn't do. He waited to think for the problem. Whereas we all, what we did, Paran nitrate and pre-radialization. We all started opening our books and started to hunt. Where is that term? No such term. They are my friends, Paran and Raju. With them, I made a word. That's why they say, think what you are doing. Are we learning something? And this is called learning. Chalo, ye nikla ki nahi? Yeah, do that. And after that, we have to go with R.S. Agarwal also. We'll not do a science chapter. Even in the next class, we will finish this chapter. There's no point in just starting a science class. Okay. हाँ करने दिया है तो होगा ही 74088. They've asked you to find the cube root and you don't know how to find decimal cube roots. So this has to be a perfect cube. Why is it you're not getting it? 74088. Hey, you people are absolutely fused bulb today. 236, 2714, 200, 248. How many of you did a mistake at this step? Okay, very good. 2, 18 2s are 36, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4, 2 6s are 12, 2 1s are 2. Then 9 plus 1, 10, and then 3, 3 3 9, 0, 3 8 24, 3 7 21. We'll go 3 10 30, 3 2s are 6, 3 9s are 27. Then 3 3s are 9, 1 12, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9. This means 7. Wow! Nobel Prize for you. I'll just send a letter today so that they give you a Nobel Prize. Triplet, triplet, triplet. So 2 multiplied by 3. Have you done it, or you're enjoying the way I'm doing and prompting? Balcony, balcony. Balcony. I will keep some medals out here. Some beautiful medals I'll keep on a tray, and I'll write on those medals. Idiot medals are being awarded, and they won't be awarded. Whoever shows these skills, he will himself or herself go and put it on your pocket as an honor, self-proclaimed. Done. Are we fine? So before we end, on our next class, we will be ending this chapter. We'll do some problems from R.S. Agarwal and one more trick. Now, yeah, Wednesday. Now, a couple of questions, okay? We have, let me just write down some things. We have Abhigya from DPS, we have Birla Open Minds, and then we have P.O. Gulreddy, then we have Samashti and Sriram and Manthan. Okay. Have your test dates been announced? And we have Ekaksh also. They are having their test. They were having, they are ahead of us.
I think we have one 7.
Now, my question is, what are you doing in science right now? What is over in Abhigya, your school? What all is over? I'm writing the topic, force and pressure. Is it over? Okay. How about friction? Not done. Anything else that you have done? Coal and petroleum, almost done. Anything else? That's it. Come to Birla Open Minds. Force and pressure ho gaya, and combustion and flame. That's it?
Yes.
Okay, I have his school also, Rockwell. Okay. Then I have got Ekaksh and I have got Advait. Okay. Now, here. Aran, what about you? Coal and petroleum, force and pressure, chemical effect of electric current, right? Okay, this is something new. This is done in your school. This is done. Okay, fine. What about Samashti? Okay, fine. So this also we have covered. Then yours. Okay. You started coal and petroleum, so this is also done. Manthan? Force and pressure, coal and petroleum. Okay. Okay. Now I come to Rockwell. What are you doing, Vito? Loud. Force and pressure and? Your kidneys are asked by someone over. Coal and petroleum. Okay, fine. How about you, Ekaksh?
So coal and petroleum is done. But we are still the project is known, so we did not start commercial play. And in meetings we have completed force and pressure, and now friction is going on.
Force and pressure, and now friction is going on. Yadu, what about you?
Well, in our school, we completed force and pressure, which is going on, and we completed fuel, petroleum, and combustion and flame is going on.
Okay. So now comes my beautiful. So this is a chapter which we have done, right? And you too, Apurv and Charvik, you need to go to YouTube. You have the videos which are all uploaded playlist wise. So this we have covered, okay? And then coal and petroleum we have covered, combustion and this flame we have covered, this we have covered. This is something we have not touched, and I'll not touch it now. Unless Ryan has anything, you get in touch directly with me. I'll clear it up. This also we have done. This also we have done. So nothing is there that I have not done. Okay. I will keep science for a halt now, and I won't teach any new topic. What I will like to do is that in these topics for the upcoming till your as Dashera and Ganpati comes, you'll get your periodic test. There's no point in learning something new and doing crap on what we have learned. If you want me to do one-shot revisions on this, right? We can do some one-shot revisions also. Wait, we'll do that. I said. So is this, have you understood this? Okay. So what we can do is that tomorrow we will wrap up cube and cube roots. And after that, we will go for a revision and we start with coal and petroleum. We want, but with this will be not so elaborate classes. Yeah, so force and pressure, I'll do force and pressure. I'll not do it so elaborate, okay? Not so elaborate, but everything we will cover. Maybe maximum one class or back-to-back one class. And you people try to get maximum benefit out of it because it's being done once again. So force and pressure we will do on next Monday. This Sunday we have a test. Wait. Class is not yet over. Now tell me about DPS. What are you done with mathematics? Rational numbers and exponents chal raha hai. What about build open mind? Linear equations, and your ma'am is touching word problem, right? Right, fine. Anything else? No. Okay. What about RAM? Only rational numbers. Very good. This one. Cheers. Understanding quadrilaterals, that you understand on your own. I will not touch it now. Then here. You just started squares and square roots. So we are done with this also. Okay. So nothing is surprise for you also. Maths you keep practicing. I will revise the science content. Okay. Then you tell me here. This was R stood for Rockwell. What are you reading? And linear equations. Ekaksh, what are you doing in maths? Linear equation. Did they do linear equation word problems for you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So that is one thing we have not touched. Okay. And Yadu?
In our school, rational numbers, linear equations, comparing quantities, squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots, and introduction to graphs.
Introduction to graphs. So he is going ahead anyways because they have started early.
Sir, even we have completed data handling also. My school.
Data handling. Right, fine. So once we are done with cube and cube roots, we will start with mathematics. We'll go mathematics ahead. We'll take up comparing quantities on mathematics. Comparing quantities is a big chapter. Okay. Anyone who has done comparing quantities, this one. Okay. So we'll take up comparing quantities because algebra everyone will be doing in next chapter. So our next class is on Wednesday. Listen very carefully. Come with your mathematics book. We will wrap up cube and cube roots, and I will give you a worksheet to do, or you can do, I'll pick you what problems to do from R.S. Agarwal. Sunday, we have a test on rational numbers. What is your point? Would you like to take the test? Rational numbers is from mathematics. It's not studied in history, better. So Sunday, we have a test here. It's up to you. You want to appear for the test, or if you don't want to appear, it's up to you, both of you. But I don't think that chapter is alien to you because your school has taught you. Okay. So if it is a test, then you will come with a test copy. Like see, that is mixed class test copy. They keep their test copies here only. right? You have to come with a test copy. So Sunday we are having a test. Monday I will be teaching you force and pressure, and force and pressure we will not go that detailed. We will go as per the school curriculum this time. If you want to understand more of fairy tales, you can go to the videos and watch them, right? These will be one shot force and pressure. We'll just bring it, and some questions which are very likely questions. We will have a quick revision of that chapter, maybe in one class or maybe two classes maximum, but in one class I'll try to finish it. Fair enough. After that we'll take coal and petroleum, but maths will keep on moving. Once we are done with this, then I'll take up, before moving on to comparing quantities, we'll take up linear equations, word problems. We'll take linear equation, word problems, and then we move. Okay?
Yes.
Understood? Right. Thank you. So go slowly and get up.